If you follow these 5 rules, your interracial relationship will last forever.
If you come to my house with a licorice box, best believe I'm gonna lick that box in your head.
They make like a cheese sauce for their mac and cheese. What's cheese sauce? I mean, if you want to fill it with a baby instead of fat, I don't even mind at this point.
What's happening, everyone? On today's video, we are doing
Being in an interracial relationship.
fingers out my mouth.
What is it like being in an interracial relationship?
It's good still.
I see him as a lot of things before I see him as white. Problem, issue, pain,
No? Alright, come on.
headache,
Alright, she got more apparently.
nuisance. I could go. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
In terms of people, I feel like mostly at the beginning, but even now, a lot of people are like, oh, I wouldn't put you with a white guy. And what does that mean? First of all, when were they matchmaker?
I got angry.
No, because it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's a silly thing saying things like that. I don't see you with that person, or
But you don't know, like, they don't know you.
no, so.
Someone asked me, oh, what's it like being with a white guy? But the way they said it, I actually remember this so clearly. The way they said it was like, girls would understand, so like, when you're going around work, you'd be like, oh, do you have a tampon? Like, you sort of whisper it, and you kind of like make sure that no one else is around. And this woman came up to me, she was like, what's it like being with a white guy? And I'm like, oh.
What do you think we do tricks or something?
Like, I don't know, she said it like it was a taboo subject. Like, why are you asking me that? What kind of question is that to ask your colleague?
Oh, it's not, this is not even an acquaintance, it's a colleague.
No, because this was at my old job.
Oh,
It was so weird, and I'm like, the exact same as being with anyone. Like, his race isn't a thing. Like, how do you find people?
Yeah, no one's really said no one said to me, oh, I never would put you with a black girl before. Like, I've never really had experience a situation like that before.
No.
But I can see the stupidness behind it.
But it was such a weird question, because you wouldn't ask me that if I was with someone with my own race. It was the way she asked it. You would be like, oh, what's that being with a black guy? Like, you wouldn't say it. I don't get it. And that's what irritates me.
One thing I do get is that if I'm on my phone and I lock it, and then you message me or something, and then because you're on my screensaver and that, people were like, oh, they go, oh, girlfriend's black. I'm like, yeah. It's like, oh. There's a lot of O's, and there's a lot of like, I mean,
you know, they have questions.
They have questions, but
it's
like they don't want to get into that conversation. It's like, yeah, I have a girlfriend.
That's true.
She happens to be black.
That is actually true, because whenever people see my lock screen, they'll be like, they say the same thing. They're like, oh, your boyfriend's white. And I'll be like, yeah. They'll be like, oh, okay. And this is sort of like, yeah, what's that like?
Or the title of black girlfriend. It's not, no, girlfriend.
Soon to be wife.
Happens to be black. Yeah, just silly questions like, get your head out of the sand, alright?
Definitely, like in our early days, we'd get loads of people staring at us.
Old people.
Loads of people staring at us. Because I feel like they want some of that yin yang action. No, I'm joking. I feel like most of the time it's a black man with a white woman. I feel like that's the only explanation I could fathom in my head for why people were staring like that.
Well, like from the circus or something, like.
Because it still happens every now and then. Not as much now, because this type of swell is a bit more common these days.
But when we go out, like, out of London, Bournemouth. Not against Bournemouth, not against people that live there or whatever they do over there. But
They were not on Team Portia.
come on, mate.
They were not on Team Portia.
Like nudges and
I like Bournemouth.
it was nice.
Minus all the stairs. It was actually nice. So nothing on Bournemouth. We still like you. Although the weather wasn't. Do you know what? We've already discussed Bournemouth in one of our videos, yeah? So you can go check that one out if you want to hear our rant about Bournemouth and the weather that day. It was meant to be 35. Why was it 24?
Let's stop it.
Let's move on. I don't think I noticed it at the time, but looking back on it, I think those were some things that I were... Concerned isn't the right word, but I did think about going, like, being in a relationship with you. Like, the food was a worry. Not a worry. No, okay, I have to admit that I don't know, but you know the stereotypes about white people and food? Alright? Early days, Portia was only like 15, 16. I thought they were true.
They're not. Not all of them, anyway.
I just thought they were. So I was like, cool, I like him. And nothing to do with his race. But when I was going to his house, I was like, oh, what's for dinner? I didn't even think they called it dinner. I thought they called it like tea. That's all I had seen on like EastEnders and all that. That's what I had to go by. I'm just being honest. Obviously, I've learned. I'm educated now.
Educations, yeah.
Educated, but I'm
Yeah,
just keeping it real.
I don't even like white people food that much anyway. Like, you'll never see me having bangers and mash or pie and mash. Ugh.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought I was going to. I thought I was going for bangers and mash, cottage pie. I thought there was going to be no seasoning. He's all got a seasoning cupboard up in his yard. But I thought there was going to be like, yeah, salt and pepper. Full stop. I thought that's what I was going into. I'm just going to keep it real with you.
Like them cooking shows, isn't it?
No, what did you think about my food?
I like Jamaican cuisine, so
Yeah.
I was fine with that.
You've grown up with like Caribbean friends. I think that's the difference with us.
I had a diverse cultural group of friends.
I did.
I'm not saying you didn't.
Okay.
But like, don't judge a book by its cover. No, you know. Oh,
Gosh.
he's white. He's got white friends. Hey, you know.
Didn't have many friends of the Caucasian division.
But yeah, I grew up with a lot of different foods when I was young, anyway, so.
But people talk about like, what's it like with being with a white guy in terms of food and stuff. However, there's differences within communities, within ethnic groups. What's macaroni pie? Because it's mac and cheese.
That's them Yanks, man. That's them Americans with their pies and stuff.
It's not though, it's in the Caribbean as well. Because if I was with a Trinidadian or a St. Lucian guy, no one would be asking me all these questions. But they make like a cheese sauce for their mac and cheese. What's cheese sauce? Because the first time I saw that was in uni and I'm like, what are you doing to my food?
Yeah, mac and cheese shouldn't have cheese sauce in it, you know.
I'm not
gonna lie to you.
I never saw it before. In those 18 years of my life, I never saw a cheese sauce be made for mac and cheese.
Yeah.
You put the macaroni, the cheese, the little seasoning, and then you put it in the oven. It's like a...
You mix it. You don't mix it.
Yeah. What's cheese sauce? Why are you pouring that on my food? I'm sorry, that's just a personal problem. Maybe in the comments below say if it's macaroni pie or mac and cheese and how you make it. We need to talk. Because what's actually cheese sauce? I don't know why it's bugging me now. But it's nasty and they put all mustard and stuff in it. What are you doing?
Yeah, if you
What are you
if
doing?
you put
Nah.
mustard on anything, something wrong with you. That is the equivalent, right? Mustard is the equivalent of
Marmite.
No, not Marmite. Yeah, what's that? Is that like that nasty stuff? It's like tar. Marmite, mustard,
Licorice.
You see, oh, you got me in rave. You see, come Christmas time or come around this time of year, yeah. You see how they're selling celebrations and heroes and all of them boxes of chocolates and sweets, yeah. If you come to my house with a licorice box, best believe I'm gonna lick that box in your head. Don't give me that. Don't do that. No. Give me a pack of Haribos. I'll be fine with that. Don't give me a licorice box.
Well,
Don't give me a licorice box.
I'll let you start. Because I feel like I'm just bashing people and I'm not trying to be offensive, I swear to you. So I'm just gonna let you come for me a little bit, so then we evened it out a bit.
What do you mean come for you?
I don't know, what did you think about music?
Food and music like applied to me at like sort of the same thing. Like
Yeah, but okay.
I didn't.
But before me, you like never listened to soca. You listened to dancehall, but you wouldn't listen to soca like that.
I like soca though.
Yeah, but you didn't
like
listen to
soca.
it before, and I know that
No,
when
I
I
didn't
first
listen-
started playing it, you were like, "Oh, this is carnival music."
No, I never thought that. I just thought, oh, you like soca a lot. She likes it a lot.
I'm a soca baby.
Whereas I listen to like, did I say hip hop?
I guess, yeah.
Hip hop rap
Old
and
school rap.
all that stuff. So
So it's quite different.
we listened to different music, but it wasn't new to me, soca. I've heard it, I listened to it, but it was more of an occasional genre. Whereas Portia took the occasional genre and made it everyday music. Because I like it as well, it was just, oh, I like it more now. Now I go out my way to listen to it. That's about it.
And I go out my way to listen to his music. That's not true.
Nah. I don't like heavy metal or the whole screaming genre. That doesn't float my boat at all. I'd rather sink the ship. What else? Like I don't listen to country music or
Listen, you're missing out.
on them all them stereotypical white people music. Like I don't
I listen to it.
like no. Like I don't listen to Calvin Harris or whatever that. No, I don't
Missing
listen.
out.
No. Like I like house. I like garage.
Yeah, for me, I listen to what he's stereotyped to meant to like.
Yeah.
But I thought he would have no rhythm. That's another thing. But I guess it's more like the stereotype sort of thing. Just thought you wouldn't, but you do.
But in the beginning of our relationship, it was a lot of stereotypes that were
Just
broken.
being challenged and stuff.
And then
yeah.
when you see that it's just a stereotype, it actually doesn't mean anything. It's like, oh, that's different, but a good different.
But I feel like by doing that, it's opened my eyes in terms of people from other races that I come across just every day as well now.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
Do you know what I mean? Not necessarily just white people, but like everyone. More like, do not judge a book by its cover. And I've always shouted that, but I don't think I really practiced it. But now it's definitely like, you don't know them. And their race isn't a determining factor of who they are.
not at all. When the conversation of who you're dating comes up to other people, like, oh, my girlfriend's black. A lot of people will be like, oh, so you don't like white women. It's like, no, my mum's white. My nan's white. I love them. It just happens to be that the person I like,
It's just like,
happens to be black.
yeah.
I don't hate my own race. Like that's how people come across to me. Like, oh, so like you don't like,
Yeah.
and they come across like to me like they're all wary around me and they don't know what to say or they don't know how to act. Like, stop being a donut and just be a normal person.
Yeah, I'll get the same thing. They'll be like, oh, our black boy's not good enough for you then. I'm like, what? Bear in mind, this is the first first person I've dated outside of my race. Long story short, we don't hate our own race. I'm black and proud. I would not change my skin for any other.
What she said. Families.
It's a big stereotype that
Really?
your family won't accept having someone from a different race.
Yeah, like you definitely hear stick to your own in a lot of cultures and races and all that stuff. So
Yeah, I feel like it goes across the board, like regardless of what race you
yeah,
are.
I thought 100%.
I guess we can only speak from our own experience, but like my family didn't have a problem at all. It's more of a, as long as he treats you right, sort of thing.
My mum and then love Portia, so.
And then the last one that I get a lot is, I feel like I get it from almost everyone around me talking about, oh my god, your children are going to be so beautiful. Oh, you must be so happy that you're going to have mixed race kids and caramel babies. And let me be clear. Firstly, At 16 years old, I was not thinking about having kids, what colour, gender, whatever my kids were going to be coming out as. Like, we weren't even serious when we got together.
Do you remember at that time we was in Westfield, right?
Oh my God, stop it.
We was in Westfield. We was like, I don't think it was even like a weekend. Like a couple of days in, we was just getting out. We didn't know each other a little bit.
Oh my God.
And this guy was like, oh, you two, like, oh, you guys will have beautiful babies and this and that. Like, when you gonna have baby? Like, you just carry on banging on about babies. Like, hey, man. Relax.
Both of us sort of like looked at each other, and I mean, if my face could change colour, it would change colour. Of course, his went bright red.
Yeah,
so let's imagine mine. Yeah. And we both just like, we're not ready.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
However our children come out, whether they're
healthy, that's all I care about.
Exactly. They can be light, dark. I mean, don't come out green. That's a bit wild.
Yeah, don't come out purple. That's a bit of a question.
You know what I mean?
So,
but as long as they're healthy, you know, whatever God blesses us with. I mean, if you want to fill it with a baby instead of fat, I don't even mind at this point.
So, this one's all Portia because this grinds her gears. So I'm just gonna be like,
No, okay. So a big question that I get, or not that I get, that is surrounded on like social media is, can you be pro-black and be in an interracial relationship?
It comes down to the whole, oh, do you like, oh, you date outside your race? Do you hate your own race? Like, no, it applies to being, for Portia's case, pro-black as well. Like, you can,
because
support your race.
I'm all here for racial equity, because equality sure is like the final step, but right now we need equity. We need all the reparations and all of that to get back onto the same standard as the rest of the people in society. Then we can have equality. I'm here. I'm educated in Black history, Black rights, civil rights, and everything that we need, human rights. But I also love this one. Come rest your hand. Come rest your head. And the two aren't related. It's that simple. I found that when we decided to do this video, there was a lot of stuff already on the internet regarding interracial relationships. It's like tips if you're going into an interracial relationship. Like it was a thing like you needed advice on. I find that so weird, because it wouldn't happen if it was any other type of relationship.
Stupid.
And since when did relationships become a sort of, if you follow these 5 rules, your interracial relationship will last forever?
Yeah, like, no.
Like, it doesn't work that way. It's so weird. I'm mad.
I see that.
And I feel like being in an interracial relationship on YouTube is going to be like a whole new thing as well. It's going to be a whole thing in itself that will have its own problems. I mean, I was watching another YouTuber talking about like being a Black YouTuber and saying that she has to work twice as hard as her white counterparts to get the same sort of attention. So then how does that work for us? The same people that were staring at us in central London may find some confidence behind the keyboard.
They're all cowards anyway, so screw them, innit? Embrace.
This one's great.
Embrace each other.
And it has nothing to do with the fact that he's white. He's just great because he's mine.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah. Embrace each other. It's all about learning. Learn each other's cultures. Forget the stereotypes.
We got love, love, love. You better believe it.
Is that when she gives birth on the floor?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
We're ending it here. Let us know in the comments what you want to see next. You know, we're looking for some ideas, scouting. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye bye now.